Hello. Um, this is the tithe tracker. It's an Excel spreadsheet. So first of all, if you want to use this tithe tracker, you need either a laptop, a desktop computer, or a smartphone, and you need to have Excel, whatever version, but probably you need a version from version 2.13 upwards to use the Excel spreadsheet. So first of all, I will show you the component of the tithe tracker. So we have the overview. So the overview basically is where you will see instructions on how to use the tithe tracker. So up here is the exchange calculator. So there are some people who aim in dollar, right? So you don't need to always if you make like $5 a day, a month, all you need to do is get the accurate naira value. Is just you put the current rate of the dollar and the amount you aim. So the same thing goes with euro. So if you put the rates, the amount you earn and the current exchange rate of euro, it will give you the value you need to pay in naira. So in this overview, you have the introduction, the objective of the tithe tracker, the component. The tithe tracker have 4 worksheets, right? Which are the components. We have the overview and the setting, which is this one. We have the dashboard, we have the earning deck, and we have the months. So the overview is where you will get instructions on how to use the tithe tracker. And the tithe tracker is automated, although there's an area that you need to input data. So for instance, some of the areas that you don't need to put data, especially when it comes to the months, is locked. It's locked, so you cannot edit or add or input data on that. And then you have the dashboard. So let's go to the dashboard. Let me show you what it looks like. So when you come to the overview, this explain the dashboard, the default payment. The default payment, this feature allows you to see the recurring payments at a monthly frequency and amount. This gives you information on pending defaults so that you can fulfill your tithe commitment on consistent basis. So you have the total amount of payment. You will see all these features on the dashboard. Then you have the streams of income. You have the comprehensive tracker. We have the earning deck. These are the components of the tithe tracker. So the dashboard, this is the dashboard of the tithe tracker. So when you get to the dashboard, you see best performing months. These are your, when you are at a glance, you see the best months you make much money, because these gives you the overview of the months you make the largest amount of money and the month you paid the largest amount of tithe. It's a comprehensive. So if you are missing, this is divided in quarter. You have the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter, and the fourth quarter. So it shows you how consistent you are within each quarter of the year. So whenever you start putting data on this, you will start seeing this automatically calculate for you. So you can equally come here and check the quarter. So when you click on that, it shows you, right? So because there is no data on the month, so it will not see much of this. So we have the performance, and then we have the default payment. Here it shows you the default payment per month. So if you have a default payment hanging, it will show you here that you have a default payment. Like here, you can see that there is a default payment of 2,420. I will show you how this is generated anyway. So if you have a default payment, it will show you that you have a default payment. It will show you that it will show you that you have a default payment. This is a tithe paid. This is amount of tithe paid, and this is overpayment. So if you have an overpayment, it will shows you. So this also shows you the total amount of money you earn, right? The total amount of money you earn. So the total amount of money you earned appears here, right? So let's go to the earning deck. This earning deck is where you put your data. So the data you put here is the money you make. So here we have the gift, we have the monthly bonus, we have the extra incomes, we have the dividends, we have the salary earned, right? So I'm using the salary earners type tracker. So here, for instance, if someone gave you gifts, right, all you need to know is the value of that gift. For instance, somebody give you an iPhone. Maybe somebody give you an iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is the new one is 552,000, right? So all you need to do is to put the value there. So then maybe in your office you have a bonus, and that bonus, you have a 9,800 increase bonus. Maybe you are the best performing staff for the month, and they give you this bonus. So this is where you put that in the monthly bonus. So then maybe you have some extra hustles or gigs, aside from your main work. So maybe you have a source of income. Maybe you have praise in maybe set up where they do shawarma on the roadside, and every month you make a profit of 6,709 naira. Or you have maybe you have a house where people pays you rent. So this is a source too. Maybe this is whatever source you have, you just, whatever the money comes, you put it, right? So you can rename this source. That source 4 is about, maybe you have you have a poultry. You say my poultry business, my land, my real estate income. So you can put it all there, right? So maybe you invest in stock, right? Then you have they give you dividends, so you put the dividends you make per quarter here. So then the salary is where this is where you put the salary. So the moment you compute here, this is where you put data of your earning, your income, any streams of income. This is where you put the data of your earning. So the moment you put it in each of the months, for the January, the moment you finish putting it, you come to the January and you click on it, you will see that it automatically generates data for you. First of all, it will show you amount of tithe you need to pay. And mind you, right, in paying tithe, you can pay 10% or you can pay 15%, but the only thing that you cannot do is to pay below 10%. So if you put that, it will tell you that you shouldn't go below 10%. So always is 10% or upward. For instance, if you want to pay 15%, when you put 15% there, it will give you the tithe value of 15% instantly. Everything is generated instantly. You don't need to do the calculation, or the spreadsheet will do the calculation for you. So when you pay your tithe, for instance, maybe I'm using 15% tithe to pay my tithe. Then I paid 80,000. Then it will show you the default payment or pending payment of 8,000. The moment you complete that payment and you click on you complete the payment, make sure you complete every details. If you remain any value, it will still show you pending payment, right? For instance, I paid it's something thousand. You'll find out that there is still a pending payment of 0.70 kobo. So I need to put that factor that in, so that I can have a complete payment. So now you can see I have no default payment. In this case, now what I have to do is that I will click here that I have reconciled for the month. I have paid my tithe and I have reconciled all the tithes that I need to pay for the month of January. So when you do that, you click on refresh. If you go back to the dashboard, you will see that it will generate data for you. So if you look at this month, at the first quarter, it will show you 33 point something %, showing that you have made that you completed a month in that quarter. So the moment if I complete making my payment on February, March, it will show me 100% that I am not owing. So here is where you see the amount of tithes you are owing or not. So if I click on January, it shows that I'm not owing any tithes, right? So if I click on January, I show that I'll have no default payment, right? Right. So if I click here, it will show you that I have no default payment. So if you see this, you got to go back to the earning and look for where the default payment is coming from. So definitely there is an input of data that reflect that default payment. So here you see that there is no default payment in January. So it will show you the amount of tithe you paid, the streams of income, and these are how the dashboard works. So you see the earning deck, the month, and this is the overview of the tithe tracker and how you can use it to track your tithe payment. So one of the most vital features of this is the dashboard, because this dashboard will always give you a overview of your performance, your consistency with tithing, and also it will choose you the best performing months. For instance, if you maybe for January you see that you make a lot of money, and you can use it to have a thorough and a detailed planning of your financial management, and also you can see the from here you can see the stream of income that gives you the biggest income in a month, and you can use it to advance or improve your financial growth. So this is the overview of the tithe tracker and how it works. So if you really want to be serious and faithful with your tithing, you need to get this tithe tracker. Thank you.